once you have it laid out and you have the pattern showing that you want, I like the nebulas, I like the purples, the blues, not so much the greens at the end, so I'm pushing the green down towards the back. Once you have it set, then you gotta let it air out for a bit, and then you may even need to press the wrinkles out of it, which I'm gonna do. Then once you have all that set, you're gonna attach it, and then I'll do a sped up video. This is very labor intense. So I'll do a sped up video of me actually attaching it, and it's gonna take some time, and realistically I should probably have 2 people doing this. But you'll see, I'll have to go back and forth, side to side, and just keep spraying and laying and spreading it out and spray some more, because you only have so much time to work with this before it sets, and then you're done. Now once you've ironed it, it doesn't have to be perfect because the glue is going to be spreadable. I'm going to use my hands with gloves and also this Body Fuddy spreader to ease out the wrinkles as I go. Just gotta make sure you keep this thing clean at all times and your hands clean because glue obviously will stick to it. But this is a slow process, but as you work the headliner in, the glue will pull a lot of the wrinkles out. But you gotta iron the thing first if it's got creases as bad as this, as the fabric that I have had in it. Another thing you might be thinking is, well, why did you iron it on the headliner? The headliner's under here. Well, it's the only thing I have big enough. I mean, my tables are in use, my chair's in use. This is the only thing I have big enough to actually lay the thing out on and iron on. So that's why I ironed it on. This is not an iron-on piece of fabric. I'm gonna glue it down, but just wanted you to be aware of that. That's why I ironed it here, because it's what I got.
So we are like 2.5 days into this. I'm 3/4 of the way done maybe. And I just want to show you the process. So if anybody wants me to do this, it's going to be expensive. It is super labor intense. My back is basically destroyed from leaning over this headliner. But this is the process. I've got my upholstery pins here. It's just basically a sewing needle, a pin with a T-head on it so you can push on it. So I take the 3 of them here. I got 3 going. And I'll go to the furthest away point, poke it through, all the way through all 3 layers, and then I'll pick another one. Put it through. And then I'll pick a 3rd one, put it through. Now, I've labeled up my strands here, numbered, and here's the 25 strand because I've marked it here. I'm going to put 25 lights here, 25 on that strand, already counted out, because that's how I process things. And then I'm going to put them probably right here just so I can work with them going right down through there, because I'm going to tape them there later. And these will all get glued. There's a whole process here. And I'm going to pull off one individual one, get it untangled, have it in my hand, pull up the pin. I'm going to work it around, up and down, all around. This batting here is actually the hardest thing to get through because the tip of this wants to grab it. So once I've worked it a lot, pull the pin up, push it down, and then I feed it through the hole individually. And then I'm going to take this pin and I'm going to put it in the next hole. I'm going to let it sit. Now you're probably wondering, well, why are you doing 3 pins at a time? Well, 3 pins at a time lets this happen. While I'm feeding this one, and now this one are widening that hole in the fabric, because this fabric is not quite so stretchy as some of the other fabric that I've used. So I'm letting it do its job right now so I don't have to wiggle so much. When I was first doing it, I was doing it one at a time. It's very difficult to get the fiber optic lead here to go down in the hole. But since I've been leaving it like this and then just kind of work it, it's easier to go down in. But sometimes they don't go. And there's one up, there it went. Didn't go to start with. And I just transfer that pin to what is the next hole after I do that one. So this process, you got to count all your leads out to make sure you actually have 570. That's what I got in this kit, is 570. You got to do this so that you know you got the right amount of leads, so that it's going to do exactly what it is you want it to do. And then once you're sure that you have the right amount of leads, then you got to mark all those holes, then you got to poke all those holes, then you got to glue all those holes. And then after you glue all those holes, you got to put it up in the car and clip all the end leads and make sure everything's sitting just right. This is a very labor-intense process. It's going to look really cool, but it is not for the faint of heart. So when you see this DIY on YouTube, it's a really cool one. You know, the projector and the fiber optics are not super expensive, but you know, you get into doing this in the shop with what I've actually done to this headliner, the totality of it with recovering it, you know, you're going to be looking at probably $800 to $1,000. It's going to take at least a week. You're going to have your car for a week. It's literally going to take 5 days of labor to do it, full days. So charging $1,000, they're kind of actually losing money on that deal, you know, counting the days and the hours. They're going to have 40 hours in it probably, or 30 hours anyway, if they recover it like I recovered this one. So that's just to show you kind of the process. It's slow, it's kind of a grind, but the end result will be amazing. But that's just the process. 3 pins at a time and just keep working.
I want you to jump, 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 jump. Up in the air, I want you to jump. Jump. Like you trying to get stuck in it. Up in the air, I want you to